Well, this is a crowd right here. Good looking crowd, everybody. Thank you for coming. Mom, you look amazing. I don't know if you guys are ready to party tonight, but if you've never heard Even Exchange before, you guys are going to want to listen. In Detroit City, baby. Rock and roll. So I hope you guys got your party shoes on. Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Brett Hartford. You might remember me from the Whole Rams 1996 football team. I was the backup center. I did a couple key plays on the end of the bench, so that's yes, that's where you recognize me from. So that's me. Come up and talk to me, don't feel shy. I've known Nikki and Ryan together. They started dating. Ryan quite a bit longer. Ryan and I have gone through a lot of things together. We went to school together. We lived together for, what, 24, 25 years? It was a while. It was a long time. And to be honest, that's kind of why I'm a little stunned that I'm up here giving a speech. I thought maybe somebody would be giving a speech for us one of these days. But, that's not happening. That's okay. Things change, life changes, the seasons change. Actually, he just kicked me out. Okay, let's be honest. No, I'm just kidding. It was, it's change. Change comes along, and you gotta embrace it, and you gotta enjoy it. When change comes along, you got new opportunities, new challenges, and new things in life. And change has a really interesting way of balancing life out for everybody. And that's kind of the thing I wanted to talk about tonight is balance. We talk about balance, people. Balance. No, seriously, as you get a little older, some underlying things start to come into focus. And I think balance is one of those. And, there's a few reasons that I want to talk about it tonight because, you got to balance your checkbook. You got to eat a balanced diet. And I think more importantly, you got to have balance in the relationships you have with people. With your husband and wife, your brother and sister, your teammates, your co-workers, your bandmates. You gotta have some sort of balance to make things work. And if you don't believe me, let's take a look at some of the best partnerships in the history of man. I mean, we'll start with the obvious, Hall and Oates. Clearly, Gerald Hall's long, flowing blonde locks, coupled with a smooth, sultry voice. And then you got John Oates, a big, curly-headed, dark-haired man with a beautiful mustache, raising on guitar. And you tell me that's not balance? That's some balance. Right? I mean, who else you got? You got Bert and Ernie. Bert, classic. Type A personality, right? He's got to have things his way. You got to have cheers, things there. You got Ernie, kind of a little free spirit. He's floating all over the place. Martin Holmes, obviously, it's clear. Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader. Yoda, he says it right in the movie. Luke, you will bring balance to the Force. Balance. It's everywhere. Luke brings balance to the Force. But I think maybe the one obvious one we're missing here, if you look at balance all the way up and down, front to back, maybe your American League Central champions, Detroit Tigers. You want to talk about balance? They got pitching. They got hitting, and it's somebody different doing it every night. Honestly.
Feeling it's just getting started.
By the way, they are going to win the World Series.
Never seen a speech that has an
I
appendix.
think you guys kind of get the idea. That balance is important, and balance makes things work. And that's the reason I picked it, is because, I think Ryan and Nikki show a really strong balance with each other. It's kind of tough to quantify or qualify it, and it's not necessarily something you can always put a finger on, but it's not necessarily opposites attract or good versus evil, but oh, sorry, man. But if you've been around them, you know what it's like. They have a really good way of balancing each other out, and I I remember one time, well, Ryan, obviously, if you guys know Ryan, you've heard him all go on a rant about something or another, about how amazing something is, and probably heard him talk about how amazing California is and how he wants to move there someday. Yeah. You know, the first I don't know, 15 times I heard him just go on and on and on and on about California. I was a little worried. I started looking for a new roommate, and then after about time 300, I just, started rolling my eyes. Well, we were all hanging out one night over at Ryan's house, a bunch of people. Ryan goes into one of his fits, and he starts going and going. And I just kind of look over at Nikki, and I see her do one of these. She buttered her lip a little bit, rolled her eyes, and she said, "Sweetie, I'm sure everybody wants to hear about your fun little stories, but the food's getting cold, so why don't you just eat it?" And Ryan just kind of looked, picked up his fork, and that's a small little example, and it may sound stupid, but like I said, that's part of their allure of their relationship and why they're really good together, because they have that balance and they have a way of making each other happy and making each other fun to be around. And I think that's one of the reasons that all of us as friends are drawn to them, is because they have that quality. So I guess in closing, I would like to say,
Go green!
Go green! Absolutely, baby. No, I'd like to close it with a quote, if you will, from the aforementioned Hall & Oates. There's many. You could go to the catalog, geez, you could just click on it. But this one, you making my dream come true. Anyways, there's a line in there that talks about balance, and it said, "Like the flame that burns the candle feeds the flame." And if that doesn't talk about balance, I don't know what does. All I know is you better take it. So, if you guys would all balance your drinks in your hands, raise them above your head, and join me in a toast. May we all find balance in our lives, and may the balance that you have continue to grow the relationship with people. Salud.